You're welcome to our training on road design and diverse network. We are going to start. The structure of this course is made up of the theory. The theoretical part consists of the calculus involved on the road project. The calculus here involves, we have the planimetric calculus and we have the altimetric calculus. The planimetric calculus, the two-dimensional calculus here, we are going to deal with an element of road curves and how to calculate the element of road curves. Then on the design, we are going to deal with how to do our offset, rightful offset on the straight alignment of the road, but I don't want to get there. But when we are dealing with the practical, with the theoretical part of the calculus, we are going to see the element of the type of curves, we are going to see horizontal curves, we are going to see vertical curves. We are going to see the terminology like super elevation. We are going to discuss on speed and traffic. Yes. We're also going to discuss on vertical curve, which is very important, especially when we want to link on the two different gradient smoothly. And now, on the horizontal curves, we are going to let us just see the course content. On horizontal curves, you're going to see the types of horizontal curves. When we are done with the calculus involves, when we are done with the calculus involves on a two-dimensional view of the road project, then we are going to move now to the calculus involved on a three-dimensional, that's 3D, of road project. And three-dimensional simply means the altimetric work on a road project. Altimetry here, and before I talk on altimetry, the two-dimensional view simply means if we want to set out a road on a given allocated corridor, if a corridor has been given, if we want to set out the road, how are we going to set out the road, and which how the distances and angles are we going to use with respect to surveyors equipment or to that station? Yeah. So we are going to see how we can calculate all this, and we are going to see how we can calculate a different element of a road project or curves, the different element of a road element curves, and we are going to see the angular, how to calculate the angular and linear distances that defines the property of this horizontal curve, and how to calculate also the properties of these vertical curves. Now, when the properties have been designed, we can actually use the survey's equipment to go to the field to do our offset or to do our implantation rather. We can go to the field to do our implantation. Yeah, we can implant it. We have assuming that we have already implanted the road from the data we have calculated, we use it to implant the road on the allocated corridor. Now, how much groundwork are we going to cut at each section of the road? That is where altimetry surveys comes, altimetry works come in. Altimetry works actually lead us to calculate. Altimetry work actually lead us to calculate and the. Let me get back to the beginning of the course. Altimetry work actually helps us to calculate to calculate the cut and fill or the amount of the volume of groundwork that will be cut or fill at each section of the road project. So let's see the course content of the road. We are going to start with introduction to horizontal curves. Then we are going to see the types of horizontal curve. Actually, we have four types of horizontal curves. We have the simple horizontal curves, the reverse, the compound, and the spiral or the transition curves. We are going to see the properties or the element of horizontal curves. Then we are going to deal with the calculus involved on horizontal curves. Then when we are done with the horizontal curve, we are going to move to compound curves. Then from there, we are going to see the calculus. And in fact, we are going to, this course is a straightforward course. So this part of the horizontal curve is a straightforward course. It is straightforward. So I'm going to on the left view to follow it up and read it so that when we are done with all the theoretical part, we can now move to the design. It's on the design that we are going to we are going to explain a lot of things when we are doing the design. But this theoretical knowledge is very fundamental. We cannot dive into the design approach without the fundamental knowledge on road calculus or the elements of road.
तू ही तो जन्नत मेरी, तू ही मेरा जुनू, तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी, तू ही रूह का सुकून, तू ही अखियों की ठंडक, तू ही दिल की है दस्तक। और कुछ ना जानू मैं, बस इतना ही जानू, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। कैसी है ये दूरी, कैसी मजबूरी, मैंने नजरों से तुझे छू लिया। ओहो कभी तेरी खुशबू, कभी तेरी बातें, बिन मांगे ये जहां पा लिया। तू ही दिल की है रौनक, तू ही जन्मों की दौलत। और कुछ ना जानू, बस इतना ही जानू, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। रब ने बना दी जोड़ी छम छम आए, मुझे तरसाए, तेरा साया छेड़ के चूमता। ओह तुझ मुस्काए, तुझ शर्माए, जैसे मेरा है खुदा झूमता। तू ही मेरी है बरकत, तू ही मेरी इबादत। और कुछ ना जानू, बस इतना ही जानू, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। रब ने बना दी जोड़ी है।
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Just stay tuned, and by the end of next week, before the end of the next week, or before the end of this week, by weekend, we are going to drop another video on compound curves, transition or reverse transition curves, and reverse curves. Then before we move now to the next part of the theoretical concept. So I just want to let everyone to inform everyone that you must install your Civil 3D because we are going to use Civil 3D to to work on road design. So make sure you have installed again. And if you're having difficulties obtaining the software and the installation procedure, you wish me so that I should give it. But I know that I gave it to your class rep, so you wish your class rep so that you can obtain it. Okay, thank you.